A lot of us feed the birds in our gardens as it's a great way to encourage wildlife. But there are other ways to work with nature too. Chemical-free gardening, that's no pesticide use on plant or animal pests, is a start. And here the work is largely by hand without heavy machines. So the wildlife comes close by. And diverse planting allows a variety of creatures to flourish. And caring for plants and animals starts with looking after the soil. In the garden areas which produce vegetables, fruit and flowers, the natural soil is enriched each year with well-rotted garden compost and manure. Hungry feeders like pumpkins also get an additional dose of manure at planting time. Healthy, fertile soil produces healthy plants with no pesticides that damage wildlife. Simple, really. In any garden, the more types of plants you grow, the wider the variety of wildlife you'll attract, including creatures you might miss, like moths, because they come out at night. We set a harmless moth trap, and Peter and I checked to see what we'd caught the following morning. Look at that.
That's the one that mimics the twig.
This is a buff tip.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing? I think it's the most incredible camouflage.
And if you saw that lying on the ground, you'd swear that that was a piece of broken birch twig. Broken at both ends, look. And you can't even see its legs.
You can't. Just astonishing.
Moth hasn't got any wings, has it?
Wonderful. Of course, this feeds on oak, birch,
a whole range
poplar,
of,
aspen.
Yeah, all on the hardwoods.
Indeed. Wonderful find.
Yeah, but isn't it lovely to be able to see and introduce people to the small things in nature? You know, we're so used to all the big, exotic, dramatic creatures.
Foxes, badgers, red deer, but look at that for a fine specimen.
And the closer you get to that, if you put a microscope on it, as you know, they become more and more fascinating, not less fascinating.
Wonderful. And this one moth blows the theory that all moths are boring and brown. Pink and lilac, the elephant hawk moth. It's astonishing, Peter.
It is, and we were talking earlier about how these animals can outfly, sort of quid pro quo, really sophisticated man-made flying machines, and it actually looks like a fighter.
It's a B-52 bomber.
It's a B-52 bomber. It's got a cockpit. It's got those beautiful, beautiful wings.
And do you know what it feeds on?
Yeah, I think it's the rose bay willow herb.
Lovely little pink colours.
Lovely pink colours, and it's very, very camouflaged when it's on the flower. But again, a very common flower, if you allow it to be common by encouraging it, that will encourage the continuation of these beautiful species.